Not everyone understands the force behind a single split. Not everyone dares to face the roar of steel and the weight of giant timber. But you're about to see it all. Welcome to where the action begins, where wood is torn in the blink of an eye. Welcome to the world of Wood Channel. At a lumber yard filled with large logs, the Superbuilt firewood processor is running with remarkable power and precision. With its modern design, bold color, and advanced hydraulic system, it performs like an industrial-grade machine built for relentless wood splitting. Logs are loaded onto the feed tray, where an automated mechanical arm clamps onto the log and pushes it toward the saw blade. The blade drops swiftly and cleanly, slicing through the wood in an instant. Right after the cut, the hydraulic ram drives the log piece into the splitting wedge, which can be star-shaped or multi-blade depending on the setup. In just a second, the large log is transformed into multiple small, evenly sized firewood pieces. This process repeats continuously without pause. The finished wood is pushed out onto a conveyor belt, while sawdust and small debris fall into a lower collection bin, keeping the workspace clean and efficient. SplitX 450 Sawquip, the fastest wood splitter with direct hydraulic arm power. The blazing orange SplitX 450 Sawquip operates without a conveyor table, working directly on the ground. Large, heavy logs rest ready below, waiting for the sturdy hydraulic arm to lift and press down, quickly and precisely splitting the trunk in two. The hydraulic arm moves like a powerful steel machine, descending with overwhelming force, sending cracking sounds echoing through the air. The splitting process is seamless and relentless, delivering unmatched strength and speed to maximize productivity. The SplitX 450 is the top choice for fast, decisive wood splitting, perfectly suited for challenging terrains where a conveyor table cannot be used. The lens dives close into the heart of the machine, where mechanical movement becomes a dance of precision. A steel pusher glides forward rhythmically, pressing each log toward the spinning circular saw. In a blink, the wood is sliced clean, then pushed ahead, where a sharp splitting wedge waits with calm resolve. Every motion is in sync, as if timed to a metronome. And then, neat, uniform billets emerge, flawless as if crafted by an exacting mold. The two-tier log splitter, Type 2 features a unique dual-ended design, two splitting heads mounted on opposite ends of a single hydraulic pusher. On one end, a sturdy single split wedge divides logs cleanly in half, while the other end holds a multi-split wedge capable of breaking wood into multiple uniform firewood pieces. Both ends work in perfect synchronization via a powerful hydraulic system. As the machine powers up, a full log is positioned dead center, resting securely on the steel cradle. The hydraulic ram pushes forward, driving the log simultaneously into both ends. On one side, the sharp wedge slices the log cleanly in two. On the other, the opposing end presses the log into a multi-way splitter, breaking it into several smaller sticks, all in a single motion. Then, the ram retracts, pulling the remaining log section back to center, ready for another double-ended split in the next stroke. This clever design doubles productivity, maximizing each hydraulic cycle by delivering a split at both ends. It's a powerful, time-saving solution engineered for high-volume firewood production. At an open lumber yard, the Fendu's JBM 80 log splitter hums with mechanical steadiness. Two men work side by side, moving with precision and rhythm. One man loads the logs onto the splitting bed, while the other operates the hydraulic lever, eyes focused on every movement of the machine. A log is carefully positioned. Within seconds, a heavy-duty steel blade descends, powered by intense hydraulic pressure, splitting the log cleanly into evenly sized pieces. Each drop of the blade is met with a crisp crack, as the wood yields without resistance. The split pieces fall neatly onto a collection tray below, then are manually pulled aside or shifted along a small side conveyor. The two workers exchange silent cues and glances, working in sync, like a living, breathing machine. Each log is processed with consistent speed and deliberate strength. Sunlight glints off the polished metal blade, while sawdust clings to their sleeves. Yet neither man stops. The Fendu's JBM 80 doesn't roar. It works with calm, persistent power, and its real strength lies in the smooth, decisive split it delivers again and again. A bright red wood cutting and splitting machine sits neatly in the corner of a home's yard, resting on old concrete warmed by the afternoon sun. A man moves steadily across the space, gathering thick, dry logs and placing them carefully onto the machine's feed cradle. His movements are steady and purposeful, setting a quiet rhythm to the simple but effective labor. Nearby, a woman stands at the controls, one hand firmly gripping the lever that guides the saw blade. Her eyes stay focused on the logs, and with a precise pull of the handle, the blade comes to life. Whirring, then slicing down cleanly through the wood. In a matter of seconds, the bulky logs are gone, replaced by short, neatly cut firewood pieces. It's a scene of quiet coordination where man, woman, and machine work together in harmony to transform raw timber into ready-to-use wood with speed and precision. This is a simple, homemade wood-splitting machine, yet highly effective. Logs are placed on a sturdy wooden base. When the operator pulls the lever, a mechanical push plate drives the log forcefully toward a fixed splitting blade. Each push is powerful and decisive, cleanly splitting the wood in seconds. Although rudimentary in design, the lever mechanism is cleverly constructed to maximize manual force while maintaining operational safety and efficiency. Hacky Pilk 50, a brand new firewood processor, still gleaming with factory-fresh paint, now takes its place at the heart of the wood yard, exuding quiet power and unmatched efficiency. Beneath the soft light of morning filtering through the workshop roof, a queue of long logs lies perfectly aligned, waiting their turn like soldiers in formation. The timber flows forward steadily, orderly, and precise toward the cutting and splitting zone, shielded by a robust protective safety mesh. It stands like a barrier of steel, separating man from machine with unwavering reliability. The operator exerts no effort. He simply stands behind the control panel, focused eyes monitoring every movement, and with a light motion, pulls down the control lever. The spinning circular saw drops instantly, a blur of steel slicing through wood with surgical precision. Within seconds, the cut log is automatically fed into the splitting unit. With one powerful motion, the star-shaped wedge tears the log into 4, 6, or 8 even pieces, as if carved by a calibrated blade. No shouting, no chaos, just the rhythm of mechanics and the crisp crack of timber breaking cleanly. A cadence of pure productivity. The Hacky Pilk 50 is not just a machine, it is a statement. Technology replacing brute force, multiplying speed, and ensuring safety without compromise. In the harsh world of timber work, it never tires, never falters, never stops. Multitech 2040, the uncompromising firewood processor. With a thunderous growl, the Multitech 2040 launches into action with near-flawless precision. From the moment the hydraulic arm seizes the log with raw power, to the instant the high-speed circular saw slices it clean, it's a choreography of steel and force. There's no hesitation. The log is split swiftly and driven into the wedge system, where hardened steel blades come crashing down without mercy. The sound of cracking wood echoes like thunder in a forge. Split firewood flies out in perfect form, uniform, sharp, and ready for the truck bed. The Multitech 2040 isn't just a machine. It's the embodiment of industrial power, strong, fast, and relentless. The Dallin 2054 operates relentlessly, like a steel warrior tirelessly processing wood. The man standing beside the machine firmly lowers the control lever with decisive force, each saw stroke slicing deep into the log with absolute precision, no sign of error or deviation. As soon as the saw blade finishes its task, the sharp splitting blade quickly follows through, delivering a powerful steel punch that divides the thick log into evenly sized firewood pieces measured down to the millimeter. The sharp clash of steel against wood echoes rhythmically, creating a unique symphony where machine and human strength blend seamlessly. Each perfectly split piece is immediately pushed onto the conveyor and quickly arranged by the worker, preparing for the next transport journey. Everything operates like a perfectly synchronized machine, from the craftsman's hands to the smallest details of the machine, combining power, technique, and flawless harmony. One, preparation phase. First, the operator positions and secures the metal workpiece, such as a steel plate or pipe, on the press table. The machine is equipped with a die set, upper and lower dies, which is adjusted to match the desired shape and dimensions of the part. 2. Activation and pressing. The machine is started via an electronic control panel or manual lever. The hydraulic cylinder gradually lowers the upper die, generating a pressing force of up to 60 tons. During this process, the sound of the hydraulic pump can be heard, indicating smooth and consistent pressure. 3. Shaping and holding. Once the dies contact the workpiece, the machine holds the pressure momentarily to ensure accurate shaping. Some pressing actions may be repeated to achieve the desired form or to handle multiple layers of material.
Fluid aqua. Là.
4. Release and completion. After pressing, the upper die automatically retracts, powered by the reversed hydraulic flow. The operator removes and inspects the finished part before proceeding with the next cycle. 5. Safety features. The machine is equipped with travel sensors and emergency stop buttons. As shown in the video, the operator remains outside the direct movement path of the press arm, ensuring safe operation. McAllister MVLS 3008T, 8 tons of splitting force in every stroke. Sunlight falls over the wood yard where a man stands, arms wrapped around a heavy oak log. With steady steps, he places the log onto the base of the McAllister MVLS 3008T, a solid, dark gray machine, its polished steel ram and V-shaped splitting wedge gleaming with quiet authority. He pulls the control lever. Instantly, the 8-ton hydraulic ram begins its forward push, pressing the log firmly into the wedge. The oak lets out a sharp crack, then splits cleanly first in 2, then in 4, each split symmetrical, strong, and satisfying. The machine doesn't roar, it hums and hisses, then falls silent as the task is done. Again, the man bends down, wraps his arms around another log. Together, man and machine form a rhythm, turning dense oak into stacks of precise firewood blocks. The Duin VK63, though compact in size, possesses splitting power far beyond expectation. Built with a streamlined yet formidable design, it stands quietly in the wood yard, a cold, mechanical force of nature. A man in protective gear lifts each heavy log with care, placing it firmly on the platform. He grips the lever and pushes, firm, deliberate. Instantly, the steel splitting blade drives downward with immense pressure, cleaving the wood in two with precision. A sharp cracking sound echoes, dry and metallic, as the grain of the log gives way cleanly under the calculated force. Each motion is a perfect rhythm. Load the log, push the lever, split, and another piece of timber is torn apart. A faint mist of wood dust rises into the slanting sunlight, catching the golden glow as the machine continues its relentless, flawless cycle. The log splitter equipped with a rotating gear system represents a powerful and efficient mechanical design. The pushing shaft is firmly mounted on a large gear wheel, working in perfect harmony with the entire mechanism. As the machine starts, the gears rotate smoothly, producing a steady, robust motion. With each turn of the gear, the pushing shaft forcefully drives large logs against a sharp blade. The blade immediately applies immense pressure, causing the wood to burst apart violently, producing crisp cracking sounds that echo through the space. Each rotation of the gear delivers a decisive push, splitting the logs into uniformly sized pieces. The smaller wood fragments are expelled outward, falling into neat piles beside the machine, ready for transportation or further processing. The sound of meshing gears combined with the rasp of the blade slicing wood forms an industrial symphony full of life, while sunlight filtering through forest leaves illuminates the machine's surface, highlighting every moving part vividly. The entire system operates continuously and cohesively, showcasing a seamless blend of mechanical engineering and raw physical power to efficiently and safely process large, thick logs. The automatic saw and splitter operates smoothly and precisely within the woodworking facility. Large logs are fed into the machine, where sharp blades swiftly slice them into smaller sections. Immediately after, the automatic splitting unit takes over, using powerful hydraulic pressure to push each log section against sharp steel wedges, splitting them into neat, evenly sized firewood pieces. Standing beside the machine, a man watches attentively. His hand rests on the control lever, gently pushing it forward to start or stop the splitting process, precisely managing the machine's operating rhythm. Each time the lever is engaged, the machine powers up, accelerating seamlessly and continuing its work with fluid efficiency. The roar of the engine and the crackling of splitting would blend into a distinctive industrial symphony, a perfect harmony between human control and mechanical precision in modern wood processing. In a small workshop, the homemade log splitter 1 operates powerfully and efficiently. The machine is simple yet sturdy, handcrafted with mechanical parts and a rotating shaft. Logs are carefully placed on the support bed, then gradually moved by the rotating shaft equipped with sharp blades that continuously split the logs into smaller pieces. The homemade sharp blades spin steadily, making direct contact with the wood, delivering deep and decisive cuts. With each rotation, the logs are sliced into multiple smaller parts, which fall neatly without scattering. The machine produces a steady humming sound, blending with the wood impacts to create the characteristic noise of a manual log splitter. Inside a spacious lumber workshop, the Easton-made 37D operates like a powerhouse of mechanical force. Its bold orange frame stands out against the rough timber around, exuding confidence and raw industrial muscle. Heavy gears, a thick hydraulic cylinder, and a gleaming steel wedge work in concert, a mechanical symphony of strength. A man in a thick work shirt and leather gloves loads a solid log onto the splitter bed. He pulls the control lever, and instantly, the hydraulic ram surges forward with ferocious power, thrusting the log toward the splitting blade. A sharp crack rings out. The log is instantly forced apart into smaller, neatly severed pieces that tumble to the collection tray below. Each split is clean, running along the natural grain, precise as a blade stroke. Beside him, a woman stands ready. With practiced motion, she grabs imperfect or partially split pieces, repositioning them for a clean second pass. No words are exchanged. Only the hum of hydraulics, the snap of timber, and the rhythmic teamwork between human and machine. Sunlight streaming through high windows illuminates airborne with dust, casting the scene in a golden haze of discipline, strength, and quiet cooperation. Our MEC, Wyronisto, boy, a minimalist firewood machine, stripped down yet brutally efficient. There's no table, no support platform, just raw ground and rough logs lying in wait. And then, from the body of the RMEC, curved steel hooks extend like claws, gripping the log with unforgiving force. Clack! The metal clamps tighten, and the log is pulled forward with sudden power. No fancy lifting, no rollers. Every motion depends on the brutal grip and push of pure mechanics. The log slides straight into the cutting zone, where hardened blades stand ready. In an instant, it's sliced, split, and forced into the next stage. Everything happens with surgical precision. No wasted movement, no hesitation. Our MEC, why works like a predator, clean, fast, and merciless. The SMF 13-16 wood splitter operates with relentless precision, a mechanical rhythm pulsing through every movement. A man stands at its side, hand on the control lever, eyes focused. He feeds a thick log into the splitter, crack. It bursts in two with clinical efficiency. Wasting no motion, he grabs the split piece and places it onto the conveyor belt. Each chunk of firewood glides smoothly along, stacking up neatly at the far end, forming a growing mountain of wood, clean, uniform, and ready for use. Behind him, dozens of logs lie still, silent and heavy, waiting their turn under the steel wedge, like a herd of sleeping giants on the verge of awakening. The air hums with the sound of engines, with cracking, steel moving. Here, in this mechanical ballet, man and machine, the SMF 13-16 dance with time, turning raw forest into measured order. Right next to a modest house in a quiet setting, the FP for 80 FR firewood processor in bright green stands out like a vibrant engine of purpose. Though not massive in size, the machine radiates strength and reliability. A man stands beside it, confidently operating the control lever. Each log is fed onto the in-feed table, where the fast-spinning circular saw makes quick, clean cuts. Immediately afterward, a hydraulic ram pushes the cut section forward into a sharp splitting wedge, breaking it into uniform firewood pieces. The machine moves in a steady rhythm, cutting, pushing, splitting again and again, without pause. Sawdust drops below, while neatly split firewood is stacked nearby. In the calm surroundings, the hum of the engine and the crisp crack of splitting would become the soundtrack of hard-working simplicity. The 2-Tyrex hydraulic log splitter operates smoothly with a simple yet effective control lever system. The operator lifts the lever, immediately triggering a powerful hydraulic push that presses the log firmly against the sharp splitting wedge. The wedge quickly and decisively splits the log cleanly in half, producing a clear cracking sound. Each half separates rapidly and neatly. This process repeats continuously, ensuring high splitting efficiency while maintaining operator safety. Split X450, 5T Yanmar, fiery red power with a sharp hydraulic arm. The Split X450, painted in striking red, stands like a warrior amidst the woodpile. Its powerful, agile hydraulic arm is equipped with a razor-sharp splitting blade, ready to deliver precise, decisive cuts. The operator smoothly maneuvers the arm, placing each log on a sturdy platform. The splitter blade swiftly descends, pressing forcefully into the rough trunk, the sound of cracking would echoing through the air. Running quietly yet powerfully, The 5-ton hydraulic system combines strength and precision, transforming large, tough logs into neatly squared firewood pieces, ready for any use. The Petzolato TB900, a powerful, industrial-grade firewood processor, operates like a synchronized production line, combining strength with surgical precision. As the machine is lowered into working mode, it springs to life. Logs preloaded into the feed hopper are advanced one by one into the splitting section via an intelligent hydraulic pusher. Inside, razor-sharp splitting blades and a multi-way steel wedge system divide each log into uniform firewood pieces, cleanly and consistently. With every downward press, a series of perfectly even wood pieces emerge, no splintering, no irregularity, no waste. Once split, the firewood is carried out automatically via conveyor, moving directly to the rear collection area. The entire operation flows smoothly and efficiently like a well-tuned industrial line, a seamless blend of engineering, mechanical force, and optimized throughput. Conewood splitter, the power of rotation, splitting wood decisively. The Conewood splitter features a simple, compact design yet delivers high efficiency. A specially designed steel cone is mounted on a rotating shaft, spinning rapidly to generate strong centrifugal force. As logs are pushed straight onto the spinning cone, its sharp steel blade tears through the wood swiftly and decisively. This mechanism splits wood without requiring heavy pushing force, using rotational motion to break through the solid trunk structure. The Conewood splitter is a simple yet powerful solution, ideal for fast wood splitting tasks, saving labor while maintaining high performance. The Skeptic HL710 log splitter is compact yet powerful, ideal for small-scale or home firewood splitting. The machine features a sturdy steel frame in its signature orange color, equipped with an electric motor strong enough to push the sharp steel wedge swiftly into the wood. When a log is placed on the support bed, the hydraulic system activates, forcefully pushing the log against the splitting blade. The sharp steel wedge quickly descends, splitting the log into neat, evenly sized pieces. The process runs smoothly with minimal vibration, making it user-friendly even for non-professionals. Fine wood chips lightly scatter around, creating a calm and safe working environment. The operator easily controls the lever, precisely managing the splitting operation efficiently.